there, and welcome to Amore with Allie. This once-a-week 30-minute show covers love and romance topics with a metaphysical twist. Now, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Allie. Hello. I'm a sex and relationship expert, a sixth-generation intuitive, an experienced spellcaster, and an energy healer. I'm also the creator of Out-of-Body Ecstasy. It's a personal energy method using dreams, astral travel, or telepathy to enhance your romantic life, no matter if you're in a relationship or if you're flying solo. Previously, I was the sexpert for the L Word online world in Second Life. Now, besides this show, I do a live show on Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called the Allie Theiss Show. I know, how original. But it's on Blog Talk. In fact, tonight, Betty Roberts. So stop on by. We'll be doing free readings from 8 to 9, and it'll be a good time. And I also do another show on Sundays called The Passion Zone from 6 to 6:30 p.m. also on Blog Talk. But The Passion Zone is mostly geared towards sex. So if you're under the age of 18, you probably shouldn't be watching it. And if you're over 18, if you got children, they should probably be in bed if you listen to it. But those are the two shows I do. Now, to find out more about me and other things that I do, please visit allietheiss.com. You can also be my friend on Facebook at Allie Theiss Friends, or just plain old Allie Theiss on Twitter. There you go. So you can find me. Trust me, I'm findable. Now, last week we did an affirmation. It was, I am the vessel for forgiveness, understanding, and compassion. That was correct, right? My day, Mercury retrograde. I'll go into that in a minute. But that was the affirmation for last week. It sounds correct. I hope I am correct that that's what it was. And I did say it many times. And I know I had a few people email me and says, you know what, Al? When I kept saying this affirmation over and over again, it made me feel lighter. It took a weight off my shoulders. It made me more compassionate toward other people, especially those in the New York, New Jersey area who first got hit by Superstorm Sandy, as we all know, the previous week. And then this week they got a nor'easter coming down on them. Lots and lots of snow. Places that had electrified turned back on is now back off. So everyone send a bit of compassion towards the East Coast because they could certainly use it. Now, I've done a lot of thinking over the last week. Sometimes it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, it all depends. And I'm supposed to write. That's something I'm supposed to be doing, and I tend to fill my day with everything else but writing. I'm really quite bad with that. So I decided to cancel all the extra things I was doing. Obviously not this show, and not the Allie Theiss Show or the Passion Zone, but all the different workshops and classes I was going to have for the rest of 2012, with the exception of the Atlantis with Love in December 10th, I believe. Because that class is, I'm a vessel for that class, like the affirmation, I'm a vessel, but it's not really conducted by me, it's conducted by Joshua and Selena, my two guides. And they want me to keep that date. So I'm still doing December 10th, Atlantis, but all the other workshops have been canceled. The virtual romance parties have been canceled. I put the Amore workshops, I put them on the shelf for a while, just until I get done what I need to get done by the end of the year, and then I'll be up and running gung-ho come 2013. But I thought I'd tell you that in case you were interested. Now, let us move on. Quote of the week. That's right, I found this one. I found this one yesterday. Quite surprisingly, actually. I wasn't looking for it. It kind of just showed up. It was by Mark Twain. And Mark Twain once said, "Love is the irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired." Again, I'll say it. Love is the irresistible desire to be irresistibly desired. I would have to say he's probably correct. I think there's more to love than just that, but who doesn't want to be desired irresistibly by somebody else? If you say, oh, not me, I'd say, big stinking liar, because everybody at some level likes to be desired by other people. It's just who we are being human. So that is the quote of the week. And then first up, let's go to the first viewer's question. Now, if you want to send me a question that I can answer here for free, and it's free, F-R-E-E. You don't get spammed by me. I don't put you on a newsletter list. You don't hear from me. Period. Nada. So you can send me the email address. Don't worry, I won't hunt you down. But send it to amore@agelessknowledge.com. All you need is your initials, your partner's initials, if there is a partner, and the question. Everybody who sends me a question gets put in the hopper to be for a chance for a free reading. A longer free reading as opposed to this that's, what, 30 seconds to a minute. A much longer reading, more in-depth with yours truly. So, send me those questions. Please, I'm going to start making them up. We don't want that. So, question number 1 here is from DA. And she writes, I am supposedly to choose between 2 people and in the end be with the man I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. But right now, nothing's happening. Will I ever get the love life between now and 2013? As in now, November to January 1st, 2013? No. And when 2013 hits, will you get it? No. And 14? No. Let me tell you why it's all no's. This is all within your control. And which, I know when people tell me that, it drives me flipping nuts. You want it so bad. You want that love. Who's there? Who's out there? No, no one's been making that up to you. That person is there. But you've wanted it so much that your deep-seated need to have it has kind of turned into an obsession. Not that you sit there and think about it all the time, because you don't. But it's a deep-seated need kind of turned into an obsession. And because you have thought about it so much and the need is so great, you keep that energy all bottled up in here. You don't let it go out into the universe so that the universe can step in and say, hey, D, here's this guy for you. It's all that energy, all that wants, like right here, right on you. So I know how bad you want somebody, but what you have to do is you have to think about it every once in a while and then don't think about it. I know, not 100% mind you, but I'm pretty sure that you're busy with a multitude of other things. You have plenty of friends, you have family, you go do stuff, you make money. So, I mean, you have things that keep you busy, but it's like this deep-seated need. You keep wanting it so bad that it's not happening. So if it's all possible, I don't want it so bad. I mean, want it and then don't want it for a while. Does that make sense? Like for me, would I want to be in a relationship and have someone to love and hold and all that other good stuff? Of course. I mean, yeah. I'm not an island, and neither are you. I mean, we need people. But I thought about it, and I don't think about it now. I don't put that much energy into hoping it comes true. I put energy into other things that will hopefully direct me to the person I'm supposed to be with. Okay? So he's going to arrive, but you have to quit wanting it so much. Want something else worse than you want love, and then the love shows up. You know, the kettle that you watch kettle never boils. That's what this is exactly. Okay, so he's there. You just have to want something more than him. Okay? Okay. Thank you for sending in your question. And don't forget, if you too want to send in your question, send it to amore@agelessknowledge.com. Now, the topic of the week. I made it off the top of my head the previous week because I didn't write it down what I wanted to do. But I want to talk about lucid dreaming, because one of the things I teach is dream sex. And in order to have an accomplished dream sex life, you have to know how to lucid dream. Because you have to be able to control your dreams. And that's what lucid dream does. A lucid dream does. Yeah. A lucid dreamer, there we go. A lucid dreamer is in their dream. They realize, oh hey, wow, I'm dreaming. And then once they realize that consciously that they're dreaming, then they can alter the dream. So, that's what it is. Now, how do you figure out that you're dreaming? You know, because a lot of times our dreams seem extremely real. They don't have, I don't know, Ryan Gosling in a pink tutu with roller skates juggling down Main Street. Maybe Ryan Gosling is walking down Main Street, but he doesn't have everything else going on. So, usually our dreams look pretty normal. They might not make a whole lot of sense. You know, you might be with somebody you haven't thought about in 30 years, or in a place you have never seen before in this life. But we usually can't tell it's a dream until we wake up and it's like, oh crap, I just had a dream. So how do you do it? How do you know you're in a dream when you're dreaming? You have to have what's called a trigger. That's right, a trigger. And what it is something you do when you're awake, and it's such a habit that you do it while you're asleep. For instance, for myself, because this is the easiest thing for me to tell you about, I look at my right hand, hello right hand, and I ask myself, am I awake? Oh, am I awake? Yep, yeah, I'm awake. Looks like awake. So I know I'm not sleeping. And I do this periodically throughout the day. Look at my hand, am I dreaming? Yeah, no, no. No, I'm not dreaming. So then when I'm sleeping, it's such an ingrained habit because I do it during the day quite a bit that when I fall asleep, I still do it. So throughout the dream, I'm watching Ryan Gosling walk down the street, and I look at my right hand and I ask, am I dreaming? Well, the odds of Ryan Gosling walking down in front of the street in front of me is pretty nailed to none. So I'd say, hell yeah, I'm dreaming. Then all of a sudden Ryan's gone, Harrison Ford's there. Because that's what I do. But that's how you know you're dreaming. Once you consciously know you're dreaming, you can think of something else and the dream shifts. So I realized I was dreaming. I didn't want Ryan Gosling there, although I would never kick him out of bed. And I switched Ryan into Harrison Ford. Or if I am in downtown Worcester and I'm like, ugh, I do not want to be here. Not that anything's wrong with Worcester, but I would rather be on a beach. So I think of a tropical beach, and poof, I am now on a tropical beach in my dream. That's what has to happen if you want to change your dream and maneuver it to where you want to be. Okay? Now, if I know what I want to lucid dream about as I fall asleep, I do what I call a path. And it's a path that you walk down as you're getting ready to go snooze time. And the path can be made out of anything you want. You can be wearing anything you want. It can be as long as you want, as short as you want. I tend to recommend it being as long as necessary. So if you had a really bad day, it has to be really long. The path is for you to think about what you want to lucid dream about and also relax enough so that when you get to the end of your path, you're asleep. So I want to think about being at a tropical island in one of those huts that sit over the water, because I really would like to go there someday. And as I'm walking down my path, and usually on my path, I'm walking barefoot, and it's a path in the woods, and it's a winding dirt path, because that's just what I like. And I would be walking along my dirt path thinking, well, at the end of the path, that hut's going to be there on the beach with, I don't know, a margarita sitting there and a cabana boy who's going to be serving me all weekend. And that's what I think about as I'm walking down the path. Now, when you're doing that, there's a lot of different things that can happen as you're walking down the path. Different guides can show up and talk to you. Angels can show up, deceased loved ones. Thoughts that you have discarded during the day or maybe forgotten about pop back up again. Those can get really annoying because if you forgot about it during the day and it pops up as you're going to sleep, you wake fully up to write it down or to go do something. But yeah, once you go down the path and you fall asleep, you will jump into the dream. You do your trigger. Oh, look, right hand, yes, I'm dreaming. And you change the dream if it's not exactly how you want it when you get there. Because say I might be at the hut over the water and they served me, I don't know, gin and tonic, which I like, but I didn't want a gin and tonic, I wanted a Mai Tai. So, the gin and tonic goes in a Mai Tai once I realize that I'm dreaming. Or if, the water's kind of plain looking, I want it more bluish green, I'll think bluish green once I know I'm dreaming, and it switches to bluish green. See how that goes? My computer keeps doing, the screensaver, so I can't read what I wrote down. Which comes to the next step, which is writing it down. Dreaming, especially lucid dreaming, doesn't do you a damn bit of good if you don't know what you dreamt. You could wake up from a fantastic lucid dream, roll over, fall back to sleep again, and 4 hours later when you wake up, you remember the dream you just had, but the lucid dream you had earlier, you remember it, but you only remember bits and parts. So the easiest way for you to remember dreams is that when you wake up in between dreams, or you wake up first thing in the morning after you turn the alarm clock off, don't pet any animals, don't talk to your honey laying next to you, don't grab your phone, don't grab your tablet. Instead, grab an actual tablet, pen and paper, and write down what you saw, what you can remember. And if you keep doing that, the dreams will come to you more rapidly. You remember more each time you do this. Okay? Okay, lucid dreaming. Oh, and before I forget, one of my favorite books when it comes to dreaming is Dream Gates. Can you see it? Dream Gates by Robert Moss. I bought this book a long flipping time ago. But he is definitely my favorite dream person, besides me. But if I go outside of me, it's Robert. It's always Robert. So it must be me and Robert. So you notice that? Robert Moss, Robert Bruce. I don't know. But Dream Gates, if you've never read it, I highly recommend it. If you're in the United States, you can get it probably at the library. Of course, I believe it's on the Kindle and the Nook and all those other places. But Dream Gates, Robert Moss, it's a great book. Highly recommend. So, let us move on to the viewer's question. Okay, this is from Jay, and they write, my husband's having an affair. I don't have proof, just that gut feeling. Should I confront him or keep my mouth shut? Well, I always believe two things. One, if I have a gut feeling about something, it's probably true. And two, I never confront somebody with something major unless I have the proof to back up my gut feeling. So if you believe that your husband's having an affair, and your gut's telling you he is, so the odds are great that he probably is, get the proof. Then confront him. If you go confront him just on that gut feeling without anything to back it up, he's going to call you irrational. It's in your head. You must be crazy. A long list of excuses will flow out of his mouth, besides denying it. But if you have proof, once he goes blah, 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 deny, you're crazy, go to hell, you can say, aha, and pull out your proof. And then you can't deny it when it's black and white right in front of you. So, okay? Get the proof, then confront. If you cannot find any proof, don't confront, because it will blow up in your face. It'll blow up in your face. A bad blow up in your face. But if he is having an affair, you've heard there's no such thing as a perfect murder. Don't kill him. But there's no such thing as a perfect murder, but there's also no such thing as a perfect affair. Everybody leaves fingerprints, footprints, data prints. With the internet and phones and it's very easy to track people down and find out what their movements are. Okay? Okay, so thank you very much for sending in your question. And if you too would like to send in your question to yours truly, please send me an email to amore@agelessknowledge.com. Give me your initials, your partner's initials if you have a partner, and the question. And remember, you never hear from me. I do not put you on an email list. I do not spam you with different things I'm doing. I have an email list, and you're more than welcome to sign up for it, but you have to go to the site in order to do it, to Theiss.com. You don't hear from me. You send me an email, you don't hear from me, unless you win, and then we'll converse. The free reading. So, good to know. Now, before I head to the magical item of the week, this Mercury retrograde is kicking my flippin' behind this time. Now, I had a friend who said, well, maybe, Allie, it's because you keep thinking things are going to go wrong. And once things start to go wrong, then you just keep thinking about it, and it just keeps rolling like that big flippin' snowball. Well, when I wake up in the morning, I am not thinking about the retrograde. I'm not thinking what can go wrong today with electronics. I'm not thinking it. It's nowhere, anywhere. In fact, Tuesday, when the computer problems and ATM problems and furnace problems and thermostat problems and so much more on Tuesday. When all that happened, I didn't even remember it was Mercury retrograde until it's almost time to do the show. I'm like, oh yeah, Wednesday. I'm not even tell you what happened on Wednesday. Today. Today I go grocery shopping. Yesterday I was trying to shred things and my shredder blew up. But today I go grocery shopping. I got my cart full of groceries because my house has no food. So I go and I'm happy. Oh, I'm so happy. I can't wait. I cannot wait to eat my food. Not all of it at once, mind you. But I go up, I'm smiling, I swipe the card, put my little code in, and it says, denied. I went, what? She goes, I'm sorry, ma'am, it's denied. First of all, she called me ma'am, which reminds me of my mother. No offense, Mom, I'm not in my 60s yet, I'm still in my 40s. A note to those who work with the public, call any woman who doesn't have an obvious head of gray hair, Miss. We'll like you better for that. So, ma'am, it's been denied. No, there's plenty of money on this card. I know it, and there was, because I checked before I left the house and knew exactly the amount. Come to find out that all the cards, in the state of Ohio at least, there was some sort of snafu. Snafu, yes. And I left my food there. And I came home and what I have to eat today? I've had an apple and some mixed nuts, a granola bar. Yeah, that's it. My house is literally empty of food. So I called the required people when I got home and I said, oh, don't. It'll be fine. Go back later today. I ain't going back later today. I already felt like crap the first time. Looked like an idiot, so I didn't go back today. I'll go back tomorrow morning. We'll give it another college try and we will see what happens. So that has been my Mercury retrograde since Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's been a banner 3 days. Banner. Now, magical item of the week, lavender. Lavender. I love lavender. I love it. Of course, this isn't smell-o-vision. You can't smell it. Oh, it smells so good. It's purpley. Can you see the purpley? Lavender. If there's one herb for you to have in your house, one herb you go out and buy that you don't grow, probably in your garden, it would be lavender. Lavender, either herbal or essential oil. It has a multitude of wonderful, wonderful purposes. The gender that lavender represents in magic is the masculine energy. The planet's Mercury. It deals with the element of air. The powers, so they say, with lavender when it comes to magic, is love, protection, sleep, chastity, longevity, purification, happiness, and peace. And health-wise, it's great for sleep. It's great for calming down. It's great for purification, and love. Lavender and love, they go hand in hand. I don't know how else to put it. A great sachet to make with lavender is get a red sachet or maybe some red cloth if you don't have an actual sachet with a drawstring, and fill it half with lavender, half with rose petals, and then throw in some orias root. The orias root draws the lavender and the rose petals, draws their energy out, and kind of turns the sachet into a big magnet for love. So when you put those three things in, close it up, or if you have cloth, tie it up, seal it so that the herbs don't come out. And then what you want to do is you want to gently squeeze the sachet. It kind of makes the herbs pop, so to speak, and makes them come alive. And that's when the magic really begins. And herbs in a sachet are good for 3 months. After 3 months, throw out the herbs, preferably in a garden, bury them, and then you can reuse the sachet again, the cloth. So lavender, oh, it's wonderful. And if you suffer from anxiety or depression too, lavender is it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You can burn it as an incense. You can just do what I did. Open up the bag and just smell it. It helps. It lifts your mood. It's good stuff. And lavender is not very expensive to buy. So, but if you grow it at your house, just an FYI, bees love lavender. Love it. So if you grow it at your house, do not grow it near your front or back door, because then bees will hover around your front and back door. Guests do not like that. Neither does the mailman or the UPS dude. So, just a word of warning. Now, next week I'm going to do a love tarot spread. When on my site years ago, when I had gypsyadvice.com, I had a list of tarot spreads that I used to do. And the love tarot spread that I did for people, it had to have been my #1 most requested one. People loved that spread. There's a part of me that thinks I should add tarot or oracle cards back to my list of things that I do, because people love it so much. I don't know. What do you think? Should I? Give me your opinion. Amore at agelessknowledge.com. I love people's opinions. So what do you think? Tarot, oracle card, put it back to Theiss.com? Maybe? But I'll be talking about the love tarot spread next week, and also the crystal ball. I love crystal balls. And I don't think mine's back there again, right? Nope. My wand is back there. Where is my... Oh, there it is. So, now another reminder that basically all my extracurricular stuff is canceled, with the exception of my shows and the Atlantis with Love, December 10th, with Joshua and Selena. Now obviously don't worry, I'm still doing plenty of readings. I do readings from my website. I also do readings from Keen.com, K-E-E-N. And if you come to me on Keen, for every paid call, by the way, I give free minutes. So if you and I chat for 5 minutes or more, and you paid for it, then I give you free minutes for the next time you and I talk, which hopefully we will, because you like me. Because you like me. Yes, so, I'm trying to think, is there any other announcements? I keep thinking I'm missing something. I'll probably remember as soon as I turn off the camera. But anyways, the affirmation for this week is, I'm a magnet for hope, prosperity, and true love. Again, I'll repeat it. I am a magnet for hope, prosperity, and true love. All three are yummies. Hope, prosperity, and true love. All good stuff. So we're here at the end, believe it or not. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Really appreciate it. But thanks for stopping by and watching Amore with Allie. Until next time, keep loving, keep living, and keep laughing. Take care of yourself. Bye.